name is Shay, aka Salty Stitcher, here on YouTube, and this is my somethingth video. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Time is an illusion, and I am not going to be bound to the laws of time. Actually, I very much am bound to the laws of time, by virtue of the fact that I have a schedule of all the time. I have a schedule for everything. This is my somethingth video. This is a Flosstube. This is Flosstube number 13, I believe. Lucky number 13. It's ironic that that's in October. And it is, yeah, it's going to be a pretty short video. I don't think it's going to be too terribly long. I didn't get a lot of, well, I didn't work on a lot of different projects. I worked on 2 projects, to be honest. But there's a reason for it, and I don't feel bad about it. It's what I'm telling myself. I also didn't release a video last week. I was almost going to say I didn't film, but that's not true. I did film. I filmed a thread organization video, right? So the reality of having ADHD means that I buy shit all the time. I buy shit. I just buy it. And so I had like embroidery floss in like every nook and cranny. I like reorganized my books so that my books are closer to where I do my therapy work, as well as like closer to the desk, so I didn't have to like lean over and grab something. Because now I have my DSM right behind me rather than across the room. So I like reorganized my books and found all of this thread, and then I had been buying, I threw away the things for it, but I'd been buying the like multi-packs, or like the themed packs of DMC floss that you can find in craft stores, just because it seemed like a cost-effective way to build up some like stash, right? And it was like, I don't regret doing that. So I had all these like loose pieces of like loose skeins of thread around, and I had no idea what was literally, sorry, I'm making a mess. There we go. Trying not to mess with the cord for the microphone. I hadn't really done a very good job of managing these, and so I had some projects that weren't properly loaded in my Threadalog program rather. And so I went through and I literally pulled like all of the extra floss I'd bought. I went through all of them with project bags and like took out any like extra skeins of floss I had squirreled away in that floss or project bag rather. I went through and I completely like made sure that all the projects were listed on Threadalog, because there's a projects tab for that, and I have a video about it if you're interested. So I made sure everything was done, and then 4 hours of footage on my camera, my iPhone camera, decided it was not going to do anything at all that I wanted it to do. It took, I spent hours trying to get it to go over to my computer, and I know it's a big file, like it should take a long time. I tried every which way, and I think I just got to the point where I got so frustrated with it that I was like, F all this noise, I'm not playing this game with it anymore, and I'm going to just delete that. So I did. Maybe next time I do a non-Flosstube video, I will go over what I did and how I did it, and just make it a shorter video. The other part of that was when I finally did start seeing that it might be on my computer, on my Mac. It was late, and the idea of of editing 4 hours worth of film on top of all the other film that I got that day, footage rather, not film, was not on my list of things I was going to do that day. So I trashed it. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. This is for fun. This isn't for money or anything like that. So like, it's frustrating, but it's something I got over rather quickly. And now my floss is organized. However, I did make a joke in that video that like I was going to find random pieces of, or random skeins of floss. I did. I found 2 of them, and they were on my desk in front of me while I was doing all of this. A skein of 169 and a skein of 613. So it was a slightly frustrating day, but you know what? I'd rather not have to deal with it. So again, this isn't for money. This is for fun. And if I'm not having fun doing it, I don't need to do it. So that's what that is. On that note, I am considering like cutting back some of those non-Flosstube videos just because I'm running out of ideas and I'm tired all the time. Not because of filming, obviously, because it doesn't take too long, but because I'm just busy. Like today I have a wedding, so I have to get ready after I film this, and then I'll probably have to edit it in the morning, so this video is probably going to be late, which is fine. Like, again, it's for fun, and if I'm not having fun, then I'm not going to be doing it anymore, because it will just take too much of my life to do that, and that's just not fun. But anyways, that's why I didn't have a video last week. I may kind of go to every other week, and then occasionally I'll throw in a first video or something like that. If someone asks me a specific question and maybe I get interested in that topic, I can kind of create a video around that and release it on the weeks I'm not doing Flosstube, but I might be cutting back. I don't know. I haven't really chewed on that 100% just yet. This is a Flosstube. I haven't been watching Flosstube because I'm still watching court coverage on YouTube. It's just the way I am. I'll probably try to catch up in the next little bit, just because I get these I'm autistic and ADHD. I get these moments where I'm just like, I'm not interested in that anymore. That's not what's in my interest. So, which is also slightly a problem why I didn't get so much done this week, but it is what it is. And again, if it's not fun, I shouldn't be doing it. I have 2 projects that I did. One was technically a start and a finish. And then I have another start coming up, which I actually need to look up what that project is called so I can remember. Because I bought something for it. Come on, Etsy. I will probably leave this in just for fun. Purchases. Okay, now I know what it is. Just so, because I was afraid that I was going to forget, and I probably would. So I have 2 projects that I worked on. One of them is technically a start and a finish. One of them is a style that I've been working on that I had to restart. So technically I have a start, a finish, and a restart. And then I have a good bit of haul. So we'll do haul. So most of this video is probably going to be haul, if you want to call it that. I'm hoping I'll catch up on a lot of other things now that I had this restart. And then I can kind of keep everything going, because I am behind again. It is what it is. There's a couple reasons for that. So let's go over to the second camera. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is my start and my finish. Let me make sure you can see it. Yep. This is my start and my finish. This is the Forbidden Fiberco mystery kit box thing that I talked about a couple videos ago. This is the Never Say Die mystery pattern, I think is what it was called. The whole point of this was that the pattern was split up into 13 sections, and you were supposed to do 1 a day. A couple of those sections were massive, and so they took more than 1 day, which is why I got behind on just about everything else, because I was trying to keep this up to date, right? But it is done. I love it. It's super cute. Everything with the exception of the letters, like the Goodies Never Say Die slogan, all of that isn't just regular Forbidden Fiberco floss. Like, it's not anything special for this project. This was called Hey You Guys, which is super cute. I showed my parents this, and both of them separately said, Hey You Guys. I loved it. This lettering took a tiny bit of time just because of the way I wanted to do it. I wanted very clear, I was very specific about the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to start with the color, and I almost always do Victorian anyways, but I was doing Victorian, and I was being very purposeful about the way that I laid out the color so that it would kind of go, right? So, right? And flow that way, because I spent a good little bit trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, whether I wanted to just, start on, a far side and go all the way over. I thought that would waste a lot of floss, and so I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to go start one side and go up like that, because again, I think it'd waste a lot of floss and it would look messy occasionally. Like the repeat of the color wasn't such that you could do that and get through all of the letters for most of the, especially not for Goonies and Never, and actually get through the whole a line and have it look good. So I went ahead and went with just doing 1 letter at a time, and then kind of snaking it so that the bottom of the letter would match the bottom of the next letter. The top of that letter would match with the top of the next letter, and kind of so on and so forth. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I was skeptical of these bikes, I'm not going to lie, because that for a bit there, I was like, these just do not look like bikes. But the more colors that we put in, the more colors that they had, the better it looked and the better it worked. So I'm really proud of it. I think it's really cute. I'm a huge nerd. Goonies is one of my favorite movies, and I love a good 90s, 80s like kid adventure movie. I think they're fun. So it's done. Yay! So again, start and finish in the past 2 weeks. I think I might have just barely started it the last session. Golly. At the last Flosstube, I had to go back and look, but it's done. I didn't think I did, though. Can't remember. I'll have to go look. All right. This is what the bulk of my time has been about. Let me make sure you can see it. Yep. This is a study of skulls by Crypt. I originally, if you guys remember, started this on 28 count, pretty sure it's 28 count Lugana, in malachite by, or 28 count even weave. I don't know if it's necessarily Lugana. Sorry, I have a wedding that I'm going to, and I need to read that or text message. But so 28 count even weave in malachite by Witch's Garden Crafts. And I said when I first started this project that I wasn't sure that I was going to have enough room, because the instructions say to leave a certain amount of room for both like extra fabric around the project itself as well as for framing. And it was cut for that extra fabric like you normally would for frame, right? And so I went ahead and bought 18 count Ada from Witch's Garden Crafts in malachite as well, just in case I needed to. I probably didn't need the extra space. However, I probably didn't need the extra space. Sorry, I'm very popular today. I didn't need the extra space necessarily, but I then went and like miscounted badly. I mean, it was a bad miscount. Yeah, it's over there. I'm not gonna go get it. And because of that miscount, all of this, I tend to be a color corrector. Or color, not color corrector. I'm just going to turn this on focus so I don't. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. So I tend to be a color completer. I like that. That suits me. I like to use markup RXP, whatever it's called. Markup RXP. I like to use markup RXP, and I like to pick one color, and then I usually pick the one with the most stitches, and then I will work down the list, right? For me, that just works for my brain. It helps. I like to set out kind of where I need to go, and I tend to be pretty decent at keeping those colors or those stitches correct, right? But because of the way the top color in, because I only had this section left that I had to do, the top color in this section is one of these greens, like one of the medium greens. And because of the way that was, it was all off. Like my little head of my snake here was fine, but this snake was off, this snake was off, all of these were off. And I will gladly restart before I pick out 100, 200, 300, 400 stitches. I'm just not going to do it. So I restarted. I don't mind it. I don't think my stitches are quite as neat on the Ada as it does on the even weave. And it's smaller, so it feels a little messy, a bit cramped, but I still like it. I'm pretty much almost done. I just have one color left, which is just this like line of like a lighter yellow in this book. I'm right here. This is done. I just got to tie it off. I had a client, so I couldn't finish that off. But I like it. I still like it a lot. I love these skulls. These skulls are fantastic. Like the color in like the background of this jaw, like, oh, so good. So good. So I still like it. But I was a little frustrated with myself, and I think my stitches look a tiny bit messy on this because it's so small, I think. But this is Study of Skulls by Stitch Crypt, and then I have the most recent releases down here. It's like a little aloe, looks like, or a little cacti succulent type thing. So I'll probably try to get that done this weekend and then start up on all the other stuff that I'm behind, because I'm behind on, I need to do Forest Fairy Tale first and get that one caught up, because that one should be ending in a couple weeks. I'm caught up on my Vampirum. I need to catch up on my Wanderer 2. I need to catch up on my Plants and Petrichor, And then once I get all those done, I really want to catch up on my year-long blackwork style because it won't take that long. I just need to do it. That way I don't get too far behind. Do that, and then start one of the other projects that I've bought. On the note of projects that I've bought, I have recently purchased the Secret Grove Stitch Along by Needle Lot Designs. So I purchased that one. I don't know a whole bunch about it, but I think it's going to be kind of witchy and Secret Grovey. And so I'm really excited about that one. That one doesn't start for like a month, I think. So once I get caught up on all of the things I'm behind on, I'll try to get that one up too. But yeah, I'm not super far behind on Plants and Petrichor because there was an off week, which was helpful. So I only have one section for that. That won't take very long. If I can get this section done tomorrow, I might also get Plants and Petrichor started or finished up, which I might do instead of doing Forest Fairy Tale, because Forest Fairy Tale will take some time. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what I do in a couple weeks, right? But this is Study of Skulls. So my only plan that you guys don't know about already is the new one that I bought. I also was going to buy some stuff to do like custom Christmas ornaments for my mom, but I couldn't find what I wanted was specific enough that I couldn't find it easily, and so I ended up just abandoning that and buying like handmade Christmas ornaments that I think would work better. So that was going to be a plan, but it's not going to happen. I need to start a whole bunch of stuff that I've had in plans for a while, but I haven't done. But part of the reason why I haven't done it is because I had to do this restart. But part of the reason why I haven't done this is because I started playing Pokemon on, not just on my phone, which I think I'd already talked about. I started playing Pokemon on DS again. Why? Because sometimes you just need to do shit like that. I don't know. It is what it is. That's pretty much all of my cross-stitching type stuff today. We can do, ooh, Lord. We can do some haul. So, I'll just kind of go with the order that these are already in. So I have my Forbidden Fiberco thread, floss of the months, and I have my Forbidden Fiberco fabric of the month. So fabric is Belfast linen in peaches and cream, which I really like. This is a pretty color. I think you can use it for a lot of things. It's very, actually, no, it might make a really good background for like something super fall. I like it. I have both Forbidden Fiberco Floss of the Month clubs. So one of them is called Kaleidoscope, and one of them is called Just Flossin'. So these are the kaleidoscopes, which are one of the just usually limited or one of a kind like flosses, right? So you get 5 of them in 15-yard skeins, right? This one's really cool. I like that color a lot. That's very witchy. I dig it. So those are those. And then the kaleidoscope, or the Just Flossing Club, rather, it's usually smaller skeins, so 10-yard skeins, but you get more of them, and they are from their normal, like a line. So we have One of a Kind number 139. We have Elphaba. We have Sea Gray, which is good. That's a nice one. One of a Kind 55. Solitary Man. Steel Blue. Boysenberry. Calypso. Shadow, which is a good medium gray too. I need that one for something else. Wassail, which I believe is a cocktail or like a drink, like a traditional European Christmas drink, perhaps. I don't know. Something like that. That's what I think wassail is. Tangerine and orchard, whatever you want to call it. So that's my Forbidden Fiberco Floss of the Month clubs and Fabric of the Month. This is my fire guide. I tried to open all these so that they wouldn't be crinkly, but I failed. This is my Night Stalker's Calling Floss of the Month club. So we have Lydia, Ghost with the Most, and Astrid. So this was a Beetlejuice themed packet, or month rather. So you always comes, or it isn't always. I get mine with a needle minder. So we Never Trust the Living, which I like their little, like they're cool little needle minders because they're not what other people normally do. I think they're called cabochon. Is that what those are called? Anyways, and then a little sticker. So again, Ghost with the most, which is really pretty. I really like Astrid, and Lydia's nice as well. I got a couple of orders from, or technically this is all the same order, I'm pretty sure. But I got a couple of orders, deliveries from 123 Stitch, a couple that more should be coming. So I saw that they had these on sale. These are all the little Sugar Skull kits, like little ornament kits. I have bought most of them, I think, but some of them haven't come in yet. This is Morado, which is purple, which is really pretty. I'm glad this one is the first one to come in because purple's my favorite color. I like that. I also got purple Fiberco, so it's not Fiberco, I'm so sorry guys, Fiber on a Whim. I got 16 count Ada in plum for the Secret Grove stitch along because it said that it's like recommended color was Weigert plum, and I wanted to do something a bit fancy, so I got that. So more of these little sugar skulls should be coming in soon. Stick those over there. And then last but not least, I have, I want you to see that. Oh, I have more stuff. Oh, that's why. I was like, wait, how do I have more stuff? I bought that Sassy 2 Stitch is where I usually get my needles from. And so I went ahead and bought a crap kind of peacemakers because I think they're my favorites. I tried the tulips. I like the tulips, but the tulips break and bend really easily. I got some peacemakers in both 28 and 26. So that's technically haul, though it's just needles. You don't need. This is my Monster Mass Stitchy Mystery Box from Scarlet. Let me make sure I get it right. Scarlet Sky Designs, from Scarlet Sky Designs, and it was like 65 bucks, 70 bucks, something like that, and it came with a whole, like, all of this stuff, and a lot of this stuff is like handmade or hand designed. It came with a little QR code bag tag, which I've never used a QR code bag tag. I don't use bag tags at all, but I think that might be an interesting thing to kind of look into. So a QR code, like spider web thing, pattern marker, right? I don't tend to do paper patterns, so this isn't, the most useful thing, but I do have a couple of projects that are paper patterns only. That's super cute. It came with a couple of patterns. One of them is underneath this. I won't show that to you. It came with Cats in the Graveyard by Pedal Pusher. It came with these, and this is what the company does a lot of, is these like cutting board, like project boards, right? So it came with two of them. One of them is like a little cat, and the other one is Frankenstein, or technically Frankenstein's monster. Some stickers. This is cute, and this will be helpful for my next like stitching retreat. This is a little needle case. It comes with these like little custom bat pins. There you go. And it's actually pretty sturdy, so I might be using this in the future. But little custom bat pins and some needles, which I think were yarn tree needles. Yeah. It came with all these little, they fell out of the little container that they were in. But all these little fabric things, fabric clips, there we go. That came in this little like treat, little jack-o'-lantern treat things, which these things never close correctly. Am I going to fuss with it though? Yes, I am, apparently. It came with all these cute little buttons. So these are bat buttons and little ghost buttons. It came with this floral bag tag. I think they're both bag tags. Oh no, they're bohin needles. Those are bohin needles, size 26 bohins. So Skullflower bag tag. Yep. And a QR bag, yeah. So with a direct link access to the Hoop and Bobbins Halloween Cross Stitch Project Planner page. So it's got an actual, like, it goes somewhere. These are all the flosses that you need for Cats in the Graveyard. That pattern. This is some little treats. Some little treat. The cutest little needle minder, which is this little mummy needle minder, which is my favorite. This is a This is also a needle minder as well, but it's got a threader, needle threader on there as well, so that's cute. These are a pair of Tomsco foldables, I can read. Tomsco foldables black travel scissors, which are actually really cute. And again, will be very helpful, especially if they're sharp. How do I unfold them? There we go. So in case you wanted to know how you unfold your foldable scissors, that's how you unfold them. Cute. Cute. So, I can't tell if this is like a, okay, it's a wax melt. So it's a wax melt. So All Hallows Eve wax melt, which smells good. At first I thought it was like thread wax, but it's not. Little thread drops, little Halloween pumpkin thread drops. I'm not taking all this stuff out of the bag just because I will lose it if I do. I will lose it if I do. Little Halloween themed stationery. And then, I forget what these were called. Scissor pops. These are scissor pops. So they're Toil and Trouble scissor pops, which are really cute. Let me take these out just so you can see them. Very cute. Very cute. All right. But that's mostly what I got today. I know this is a short video. It is what it is. It's been one of them weeks where the ADHD is really ADHDing, and I've had a hard time. So I've had a hard time maintaining my thoughts. Not my thoughts, maintaining my attention. So holler if you need me. And then I'm going to go back. Oh, that's the other thing I need to talk about. I am going to go and respond to comments. I have also been really not wanting, it's not that I've not wanted to respond to comments. I just haven't had a lot of energy and time. And again, maintaining my attention has been very difficult recently. So I'm going to go and respond to comments. I don't know why it's been so difficult, but it has. And so I'm not ignoring everyone. I sometimes struggle with comments. So I guess, I don't know. This is the first time I've struggled with it, but I think that's valid. So holler if you need me. I'll see you next time, and bye.